Good morning, everybody. It's Ricky Analog here, and welcome to STN Stock Talk with Ricky and Goose. StockTraders.net, the leading online trading community. We got free trading rooms. We also got a premium room that includes live screen sharing every morning during the most important part of the day, obviously the open. Come join us today. If you have questions, feel free to DM me or any of the other moderators. We're all more than eager to assist you guys. We remind you, nothing we mentioned this morning is a solicitation to trade, but simply being discussed for informational purposes. Please read our full disclaimer below in the description section of this channel. Time is money, so we keep these broadcasts succinct as possible. Rather give you just a few quality ideas than 20 B setups. In my opinion, most traders fail because of their inability to stay away from 50-50 trades. So we're here trying to help you focus in like a laser on those A-plus setups. So you can see a lot of yesterday's turd du jours are deflating quickly. However, chasers will simply move on to the next hot piece of trash. This is low float speed dating at its finest. And today's early candidate is an old favorite, CREG, C-R-E-G. This is the first one I'm going to talk about today, guys. And let's just get right into it. The OS is 8.3 million shares, floats closer to under 2 million. There's a recent S3. It's registering the resale of close to 2 million shares. They got an active shelf also for 50 million, but I really doubt they're going to use that. They hit 10 times range yesterday at highs and are gapping up even more today. This will be my top focus today. Hopefully you guys saw the trade recap I posted on CLWT yesterday. If not, it's posted here in the STN YouTube channel. But there are some key lessons in that vid that are going to be very applicable to this trade today. And the biggest key will be the staying off of the front side. You got to exercise the highest degree of patience with this. I'm placing a zero tolerance rule on myself today for entering any trade on this that has not confirmed a valid trigger first. The higher the better, and if you don't know how to trade something like this, you may want to sit it out. But there's still no harm in coming over to the chat and at least spectating the way we trade it, guys. So you see the levels on the daily. You see where we're going to at least be looking to be interested in it. Prefer 4 or higher based on some of the underlying fundamentals. Come over to StockTraders.net, guys, and see how we play it. PLTA is going to be the next one, guys, and this one is super simple for me. It's a bio. It got an FDA approval. I'm not interested in unless it stuffs 50 hard or it rips through 50 and gets a really silly extension. That's it. I'm not playing this one any other way. Just going to keep it simple. If you guys hear my little daughter in the background, yeah, I got my baby home sick with me today from school, so please don't mind her. All right, guys, next one we're looking at is Pandora. Beat on earnings, if you can call it that. It was really just they narrowed their loss. It wasn't anything impressive, but I had it on for a swing. I think it was a few months ago. I took it off for a small win. It should have been held longer. I should have stuck to the game plan. That's neither here nor there. Right now, we are breaking out of a very, very long base, and that was the whole purpose of the swing idea when I took it back in the day. And so now that we're breaking out of that long base, there's a few things I'm looking for. There's a bunch of levels ahead that I need to see this thing break through and show some support after it retests them. The first is going to be that 200-day. We're currently over it. Next is going to be, you see the little bit of support or resistance just under 7. I think we should be able to get through that. I'm actually looking for the gap close to be what I'm more interested in seeing if we can get through. Now, I have personally seen this trade heavy in the wake of good news. So price action is going to be everything on it. And you're going to have to try to get a good read. You don't want to be entering on the break and then having this thing just fake out stuff and go the other way on you. Make sure you stick to your plan. If you have a stop, you need to have a stop. You need to stick to the stop. The last thing on the list today, guys, is Weight Watchers, another earnings beat. And I was actually a lot more impressed with their earnings than I was with Pandora's. Now, if you guys remember last earnings, it gapped big on good earnings, but then just sold off very hard. And it turned out it was Oprah, selling her shares, getting out of some of her position, which is kind of understandable. She's been in since, I believe, like $6. I think I remember that being where this run started. let's just talk basically about the float and the OS and the share short. So 77's the level to watch for. If we get through it, I think we have liftoff. It still has a large percent of the float short. The OS is 66 million. Insiders hold about 43 million. Insiders and the institutions hold about 43 million shares. And I think about 5.5 million of those shares are short. So that puts it at about a 24% short float, meaning it should still be able to have gas in the tank and get moving. So that's the level we'll be watching for. 77 is going to be key. I may take it if it shows support over 75 with 77 as the target, and then trim and trail from there. And as you can see, that's about all that my daughter wants to let me have of Stock Talk today. So I'm going to cut it here. Guys, if you don't have a plan, you don't have a trade, stay safe out there. Let's go out there and crush it. Peace.